Democrat.
He's saying, Trump, I'm the king of Israel. No, Jesus is the king of all nations.
Jewish Americans are one of the most reliable blue voters in the entire country. 79%, 80% voted Democrat in the 2018 midterm. So Trump is saying
He's saying that we want Israel. It's him who wants
Jews in America
Israel.
are disloyal, which could also have severely anti-Semitic undertones and connotations. And he didn't stop there. He quoted conservative conspiracy theorist, basically commentator Wayne Allen Root on Twitter this morning. He is the best president for Israel in the history of the world. And the Jewish people in Israel love him like he's the king of Israel.
He's not the king.
Like
Jesus is the king of all nations.
So Trump copy and pasted that, put that into a tweet. The president of the United States is calling himself the king of Israel. He's calling other people anti-Semitic at the same time, while he's openly questioning an overwhelming majority of Jewish Americans' loyalty, which is, again, an old anti-Semitic trope for not supporting the king of Israel, him. That's what he's saying. So it's just absolute lunacy. He's trying to buy Greenland. He's trying to be the king of Israel. I mean, maybe just focus on America.
Greenland ain't going to sell it to him.
Making America great again. But what this really comes down to is that Trump's evangelical backing is very strong, and a lot of people don't know this. They might think that Jewish Americans are the ones that support this right-wing Israeli government, this extreme militants from the Israeli government against Palestinians, but it's really more driven by evangelicals. They want the Jews to return to Israel to fulfill this sick belief in the rapture, in which the Jews who did return to Israel would either have to convert to Christianity or die in the rapture. So that sounds pretty anti-Semitic to me, and not really having
Jesus is coming. The rapture is coming. It states in the Bible.
In mind, but then they're accusing people like Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib of being anti-Semitic. That seems a little more anti-Semitic. You want Jews to convert or die.
Omar, she praises the 9/11.
But also, this comes down to Donald Trump's donors.
She needs to be deported. I think she's been deported.
Sheldon Adelson and his wife Miriam have personally donated $123 million to Republicans during the 2018 midterms. And what do you know? Trump gave Miriam America's highest civilian honor for some reason. It was the money, spoiler alert. And he repaid his donors by continuing to crush the Palestinians, give Israel whatever they want. So while Trump uses anti-Semitic tropes of disloyalty to talk about how he's the king of Israel, I mean, saying that, putting that in the quote is crazy.